Chef Boyardee, man, what's going on, man? Chef Boyardee, just saw you over there in Trill Boxing Talk, man. I was like, I ain't seen Chef Boyardee in a minute. All right, let people roll in here kind of slow. People roll in. What's going on, Gregory White? Ivy Webb, my lady, how are you? Cool, Jay Cooley, what's going on? B&B Boxing, what's happening? Kenneth Johnson, what's good? Brothers UK, Right Hook 1000, what's going on, man? Crush the Legend, Lowland Prophets, Dante, Watkins. What's going on, Goalkeeper? Jay Good in the building, Miss Boxing. Peace to you as well. Mr. Caesar, salute. Woolbag, what's happening? Jay West, salute. Donald, the 64-year-old G Grant. What's good, man? Big LT, what's going on? Young man, young Merv, the cut man, starting to move kind of quick. What's going on? Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens, Charlie Rock. I think I did say Young Merv, the cut man. What's going on, man? H-Town in the building. What's good? Grace Terrell, J5 Gabe. What's going on? Tim TV12. What's happening? Yes, sir. Rico Shaw and Craig J. What's going on? Charles Ramos, FOG Boxing Talk Plus. What's going on, man? You know what, FOG? I just realized that I was mixing you up with somebody else. It was KOD, this dude KOD who got thrown out. And I was like, why don't I throw that dude out? Because I was mixing up KOD with FOG. It just brought it back to my mind, man. But what's good with you, man? Yes, sir. Suits everybody in the chat. What's good? The real Pitbull. What's going on? He said, brother, easy and simple. Put that bag 70-30, 60-40, and the winning takes 70 and the 60 or 60 to make the fight. No more excuses, more BS. Do it for the sport. Hey, man, you got paid for talking shit, man. That's shit talk tax. That's how I do it. I do that. It is shit talk tax, dog. The shit talk tax. Shit talk tax. Shit talk, low pay-per-view, you get taxed. Yeah. No, man, I hope the fight happens. I mean, I ain't going to get into what these guys should be asking for because, you know, on the real, you showing up, though, I'll tell you this, man. You just tempered what I was about to say because that's the real Pitbull. And, you know, I respect real Pitbull, man, because I want him to sell a dog. I want one of them dogs when I'm ready. Those some beautiful dogs, man. If y'all interested in the dog, interested in the Pitbull, man, go to Chico, the real Pitbull. Collect this man's channel. Go to that man's channel. Check out and learn about them Pitbulls. Lynn Mad, what's good, man? Mir DW77 said, I still say Errol should force him to build his side of the fight. You know what, man? I got to tell you something, MRRDW77. Hey, man, I appreciate that we can get along on some type of subjects. You know, because me and you had a nice little back and forth about that other stuff, which shall remain nameless today. It shall remain nameless. Trick is in here. What's going on, Trick? Trick Noty in the building. Jay Cool, what's going on, man? So, look, man. He said, we did. Hey, man, it's all good, though. It's all good. Reasonable people can disagree about things, man. Reasonable people can disagree with things. I don't mind that people don't agree with me about some things because I damn sure don't agree with y'all Negroes about everything. So it's all good. It's all good. Reggie the Tree, what's going on, man? So let me continue. Let me move forward by disagreeing. I think I missed the super chat, man. My man Justin Marsh in the building, man. Much love in that super chat. Thank you for the support, sir. TZ Frank, Finasas, Fernanda Don. What's going on, TZ, man? Thank you for the support, man. I appreciate you so much. Thank you guys very much. But let's get into this, man. Let's get into this. He said, Clown doing a live interview with Big Face right now. Who is Big Face? Look, man, Terence Crawford don't respect you Negroes. He don't. And I'm telling you, man, I put that shit. Hey, look, man. Hey, man, he don't respect y'all. It's just all it is. He don't respect y'all. And at a certain point in time, dog, y'all got to recognize that man don't respect y'all like that, dog. That man, hey, I ain't saying I ain't going nowhere calling the man no names, because I don't believe he is what people would call him. But dog, he ain't feeling y'all, man. He ain't feeling y'all. He ain't feeling. I have talked to Errol Spence myself. All right. I think Errol's arrogant too. Shit, all them dudes is arrogant. They all arrogant, dog. They all arrogant. They whoop people's asses and make a lot of money doing it. How they not gonna be arrogant? You know what I mean? What's good, BFTB? Lolan Promise, much love in that super chat. He said, don't forget to check LDBC mixtape. It's fire. Yes. Hey. And also, somebody tell me where the link is to A Weapons. A Weapons got some clothing line. I have been ordered to put out on my chat by A Weapons. A Weapons got some cojones on his ass. That's my dude, though. So y'all be on the lookout. So how I'm going to integrate not only the mixtape that these cats put in. I got to check out the mixtape. Surprised y'all didn't ask me to get on the mixtape. I was practicing, homie. I was like, I know I'm gonna get a call. Somebody's gonna ask me to spit that hot fire. I knew y'all was gonna. I was gonna do. Come on, man. I was gonna do my Twister impersonation, man. I was gonna be. Blah, blah, blah. Nobody called me, man. Nobody called me. I ain't happy about that, dog. I feel disrespected. Nobody want to hear that smoke. Y'all don't want that smoke from the Don, dog. Y'all don't want that smoke. No bullshit aside, I'd have came outside like Curtis Blow. These are the breaks. Break it up, break it up. That's what I'd have been. I'd have been awesome. Yeah, man. So I gotta figure out how to integrate the A Weapons clothing line onto the page, man. So support my man A Weapon in all ways possible. Hell yeah, like the Sugar Hill Gang, dog. I'd have been out there like Sugar Hill Gang. Nah, man, because more I would be. If I had to impersonate somebody, it'd probably been like Cameron, like Killer Cam. I would have just played some Killer Cam and been like, all right, let me just see if I can get that. Because that's slow enough where I could probably mimic it. And it's old enough where you niggas might not know that I was biting his shit. Bug gonna spank that boy, man. Spank what boy? Let me tell you something, man. Bug got bad judgment, homie. Okay? I was listening to 78 Sports. I was listening to Trill Boxing Talk, another great Trill Boxing Talk show. I thought Black Fight Fan TV was going to get into the Lomachenko praise for a second there, but then he backed up. So I was like, all right, here we keep going. But Bug got bad decision-making processes, man. He got some suspect decision-making going on over there, dog. And now let me tell you what made me think of that, man. What's going on, Short Dog? Okay, because people like, man, he signed this contract. He did this thing with this contract and signed it with Top Rank, right? Everybody named Mama know that all the black fighters, and I'm sorry, you might not like it or whatever, except for now with the mink coat. Hell yeah, I'll be out there at Killer Cam, dog. Look, man, I'm just telling you the truth, how I see it. That's some suspect-ass decision-making, homie. And so we all know about the contract thing. Dog. These cats are making a ton of money over there in the PBC, okay? Everybody's over there. Why wouldn't you do that, dog? Why wouldn't you do that? But you know what made me realize, just flashed to my mind, which proved it for me? Why Fanon food? What you talking about, Brian? Do you say fooey? Fooey. It said FOG Fanon got bars, LDBC Bar Association. I'll make some shit. I can rhyme. And I'll pull out some Dr. Seuss on y'all. Some of them cats sound like Dr. Seuss as it is. But look, this is why I'm saying this dude got some suspect decision-making processes. And I'm an old man, and I'm sorry, man. I look at people like, I'm getting to the age where I'm like, man, do you know this shit you just did is real fucking stupid, don't you? Like, you know that shit's stupid, right? You know that's stupid, right? You got away with it, but you know it's stupid, right? You know what Bud did that showed me that he had bad decision making? He makes bad choices. When he snatched his car off of that car jack at that body shop in Omaha, Nebraska. I thought to myself when I looked at this, I said, self, what the fuck is this dude thinking? You got that come on, man. What's that car like? $3,000? What is that car worth? Like $4,000? $5,000? What's that, $4,000 or $5,000 car? You are going to do a fucking strong arm robbery at a body shop with a bunch of fucking cameras on you and you're a world fucking champion? The fuck is wrong with you? The fuck is wrong with you? That's what I thought. That's what I thought to myself. What the fuck is wrong with this dude? Why would you do that? But at the time, I was like, you know, I am not going to be blasting out Bud for bad decision making. I'll just make the video about how he got off, how he was able, how they dropped it down to whatever misdemeanor, let him slide on it. Okay, he got a good lawyer. You know, he knows Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett's probably say, hey man, you know, let him slide, let him slide, give him some community service. You know, Warren Buffett live around the corner, big ass billionaire out there in Omaha, Nebraska, like Bud. Probably somebody out there, Bob Air probably paid somebody off, get this dude out of there, out of that type of situation. But regardless, you had to think right there, what is this dude thinking? What is this dude thinking? That's the decision-making process that I think is a little suspect. It's a literal suspect. And the fact, that's why even when he say he thinks he sees something in Errol or that he's going to be able to do what Sean Porter did, nah, dog, you're going to get into a firefight with Errol, and that shit's going to backfire, dog. Collazo versus Bud. Nah, hey, I got a video coming out today. I hope that you guys will watch it. What's going on, Famous? This is what I hope. Fight Sean Porter. Spence a drunk? I'm asking you, bro. How would I don't know. I mean, I don't think he is. Just because you drink don't make you a drunk. A drunk is somebody that sits around all drunk all day. You know what I mean? Gets up in the morning, pours some whiskey in his coffee, walks out buzzed, walks around. Dog, is he a bum? Is he a wino? No. I don't think he's a wino. Does he get it full? I'm sure he gets full. I wouldn't doubt that he got full. Apparently, he gets full. I've never seen him get full, but apparently he gets full. But for all y'all, man, what's going on, Gregory Wise? And for now, you may not be able to teach an old dog new tricks, but you can fool a new dog with old tricks. You got that shit right. Oh, Lord, you know that shit's right. All the time. You fool a new dog every time with a fucking new trick. Every time. Especially, no worries, short dog. Especially somebody don't fucking listen. Especially a young dog that don't listen. You fool their ass all the time. And I be, dog, this shit was so frustrating yesterday. I'm not getting back on this, though. I'm trying. What's going on, Bronson Dex? Dog, I am telling these motherfuckers every way from Sunday, dog, that shit is stupid. Just not talking about the subject. Like, dog, that shit is, no. They don't want to listen. You don't know what you're talking about, old man. You don't know what you're talking about, old man. I'm like, no, I know what I'm talking about. Okay, don't stick your fucking head in that gas-ass oven. Don't do the shit, okay? Don't do it. Nah, man. Who the fuck is you? Remember the dude I kicked out yesterday? I remember why I kicked his ass out. Why I went off on him, because that's how my chat started yesterday, cussing somebody out. I remember what he said. He was like, man, this shit you talking about don't make no sense. Man, I'm going to find you the boxing match, and I'm going to make you respect this person, and show me your degree. Like, man, show you my degree? You going to, all in one sentence, you going to threaten to beat me up, hunt me down, beat me up, and you want me to prove you want me to give you my educational credentials too? Yeah, boy. That made me snap off. I forgot, because I was like, that's that dude. Because I read your comments, dog. I really do read your comments. All the time. I can't, because I'm so busy, and there's so many comments. Now, dog, just know, dog, and I don't like to really insult people with just, you know, just thumbing up and putting a heart on every comment. You know what I mean? So no, I do read your comments, man. And it's just I'm so busy, I can't always respond to every one of them. Anyway, the real Pitbull, I respect both great pound for pound fighters, not perfect. None of us are. I want to see the fight. I do too. I want to see the fight right after that Sean Porter Terence Crawford fight. Because if Terence Crawford can beat Sean Porter easy, then I'll be like, oh yeah, come on. We got to make this fight. But there ain't no reason for him not to fight Sean Porter, man. Can't fight Sean Porter. That's what I want to see, that fight. Sean Porter has his Stock has risen. I want to see Sean Porter, Terence Crawford. I want to see that fight. I want to see Terence Crawford, Sean Porter. I want to see that fight. I would be amped if they made that fight. That'd be a fight. Put them on pay-per-view. I'll pay for it. Tell Fox to do a one-off, okay? Just do a one-off, Fox. Hey, Bob Arum, can you let Terence Crawford free for one fight? Let him go over there, Fox. Let Fox promote Terence Crawford and Sean Porter so we can see that fight. Drew Titan said, any smoke from them clowns in the chat, please direct them to me. I ain't bullshitting. Check the resume. Hashtag LDBC. Yeah, man. You know, they want to attack senior citizens and shit. Not that shit. I ain't getting back on that. Dog. I'm so sick of that conversation. I agree. Hey, man, you know, but it is, dog. You can't tell people stuff, man. But I want to see that is the fight I want to see. I want to see that fight. Please give me that fight. I will be amped. If he can beat if Terence Crawford can beat Sean Porter, I will be impressed. I think that fight is a damn 52-48 fight towards Crawford. I got that 48. I got that 52-48, like for not for Crawford, for Porter. That's how much I want to see that fight. Because I look at the style of fights, dog. That dude, Sean Porter proved something, dog. He ain't easy money. That ain't easy money. And anybody acting like that dude's easy money, nah, dog. Nah, unless you can just bowl him over and just hit him with some shit that's just going to lay his ass out. Nah, man, because he fights too well. He fights well on the outside. He's got very fast hands. He's got very fast feet. He's very experienced. That dude is and he's got a lot of dog in him, dude. I get that 52-48 for Porter until I see otherwise. I'm telling you, that's going to be like a fight. Like that would be a fight where y'all would be fucking. You're going to be shocked. Bud needs to fight Crawford. Bob needs to keep safe for a good fight. I'm sorry, I missed that. It went by so quick. Forgive me. Yeah, he's got great athleticism. I want to see that fight. More than any other fight here, other than the Errol Spence Jr. fight, I want to see that fight. And I don't get why people don't call for that fight. Call Terence. I mean, what's wrong with that? Why not that fight? Why not? See if the WBO will give you an exemption. I bet Sean show up in December. I bet you Sean will show up in December, but you're not going to get that fight. And the fact that you're not going to get that fight, if we don't get that fight, that makes me wonder. Because that's what Bob Arum likes to do. Bob Arum likes to take people that, like, if you look at Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather and other circumstances where Bob Arum is trying to match up a fighter, he will have guys fight a guy that the other guy already fought. Like Manny Pacquiao fought Oscar De La Hoya. He fought Oscar De La Hoya after Floyd Mayweather beat him. And another guy, he beat Ricky Hatton after Floyd Mayweather Jr. had beaten Ricky Hatton. And that built up that whole thing about, it helped him build Manny Pacquiao more. But he was definitely chasing opponents, fighting the same guy that Floyd Mayweather had fought. So that's something that that is a trick Bob Arum has up his sleeve. He's got that up his sleeve. So pull it out your sleeve, man. Pull it out your sleeve. Pull it out your sleeve. Play that card. Get Sean Porter. You can't say Sean Porter don't sell because Sean Porter sells more than Terence Crawford does. He gets better rating than Terence Crawford does. Because Terence Crawford's ratings suck, man. Just what it is. And come on, man. We can't. I try to sell Terence. I try to sell Terence. I talk about Terence all the time, man. I'll call him Bud. I talk about Bud Crawford in at least 2 videos a week, man. And I've been doing that for a long time. And it never disappoints me when I do this. I'll do a Bud Crawford video, and then I'll be like, I am donating my time. Y'all don't know about that. Y'all don't know that about me. I donate my time to fighters by making videos about them that I know ain't nobody gonna watch. Okay? I've done 4 videos a day. I really do 1 video, or rather 2 videos, and I put breaks in them and I process them and I put them up, right? And they come out through the day. But I know when I do a video about Jerron Ennis and Clarissa Shields, that it's gonna be 6, 7. There might be 1,100 people that are gonna watch that video. Might be 1,100, right? And if you know the math, for me, that math is not worth my time doing it, because I get paid more at my job than I would get paid for that video in the same amount of time. It's like, it's literally donating my time to do that video, because I love the sport of boxing, and I want to be able to talk about subjects that boxing fans on my channel and supporters on my channel want to hear about. So I don't do videos that are like 3 minutes long, and I don't do that. I do the 10-minute full conversations, and with half of the videos I do every day, I pick subjects that I know only a certain amount of people on my channel really want to hear. It's not for mass consumption. The least 2 of the 4 portions of the video that I release. And that's how I feel about Bud. Bud is not for mass consumption. Bud is for wool bag. Bud is for drink more water. You know what I mean? Like, I know that Bud will be for Drew Titan. Bud is for like the hardest of the hardest core black boxing fans. You get no cross traffic on Bud. None. Ain't no Ukrainians watching no shit about Bud. Okay? Ain't nobody from the UK watching anything about Bud. Now, since Errol went over there to the UK and beat up Kell Brook, there's some UK dudes that rock with Errol Spence or don't like him and want to talk shit about him. But Bud just does not go anywhere, man. He don't go anywhere. It's always like y'all act like people are hating on Bud. Literally, when Black Fight Fan TV said we the only ones talking about him, we're the only ones talking about him. We're the only ones pitching this cat in 2017 as the fighter of the year over Lomachenko. This dude got this unified champion at 140 pounds and did not win the Boxing Writers Association of America award, even though the guy that won it, Lomachenko, only fought one guy who was actually in his own weight class. He fought Jason Sosa at 130 pounds. The other 2 fights was against a 118-pounder and a 126-pounder coming off of a loss. And the Boxing Writers Association of America gave their fighter of the year because Bob Arum wanted him to. Bob Arum was like, I need to have a fight on December 6th, so that the Boxing Writers of America, it can coincide with their dinner. And I can make sure that they all get tickets to see the great Lomachenko. You think they're going to do that for Bud? No. No. We do that for Bud. Bud ain't got to come to my channel, though. That's where I'm different than Trill. I don't want y'all niggas. I don't want y'all on my channel. No, thank you. Can I do? No, you can't. People will call me for interviews, and I'll be like, I really don't focus on that. Unless it's like somebody that I'm like, I really want to talk to. Like, I really want to talk to. Like, I want to talk to them. There's things that I want to know from them. But other than that, I'm not even going to do the interview. So I don't need Bud on my channel. However, dog, come on, man. He don't respect. He don't love y'all, dog. He don't love y'all. Yeah, I'm telling you, Ron Finkel, I don't do it. I don't do it. Y'all like that interviews that I've done before, and you're like, you need to do more of those. And I'm like, if I don't like you, I don't want to. I mean, not if I don't like you, but like if I don't really, if I can't sit down and talk to you for like an hour if I can't talk to you for an hour without it being on camera, then I wouldn't. Why? The cost benefit of it doesn't work for me. You know what I mean? It doesn't really work. Bud ain't passing the Porter test. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. It is. It's tough. But I will, Ronald Finkley, take topics that are given to me by other people and cover them. So If somebody says, hey man, we're trying to do this about like Devin Haney, or we really want to get the word out on Jerron Ennis, or we want to get the word out on Clarissa Shields, I'll do the videos. I'll do those videos because I'll be like, okay, so the squad is we trying to put these people out and get people to have their name heard more. Okay, cool. I'll do that. I'll do that in a heartbeat. Somebody asked me to do a video on somebody on like Anthony Greer or somebody like that. Like I said, 4th video of the day, it'll be up there. You're not going to get a notification because YouTube only gives you 3 notifications per day. But the video will be up there. I'll do that for sure. I'll do that for people. For now, Bud calling in sick on the day of the Porter test. Man, no, he ain't going to take the fight. Let me get to the super chat, though, man. My bad. LDB, hey, what's going on? LC, lowest common denominator, boxing, home of the U.S. demographic. But Bud and his team got a lot of that short money up front, but now they want long money and can't get access, so they're mad with everybody. And only thing they can do now is clout chase Errol Spence. And you need to do it quietly, okay? And you need to do it quietly, okay? Let me tell you, you need to do it quietly, all right? Because I can tell you something. Now, I ain't on the inside of Errol Spence Jr.'s camp, dog, okay? I'm not. No yes mans. What do you say? No yes man. Oh, Jimmy, you guys became just like the AJ fan when it was time to face Wilder. Y'all using the same excuses. What happened to the best fighting the best? How do I know that Terence Crawford is the best, Jimmy Mindy? How do I know that Terence Crawford is the best at 147 pounds? I don't know that. Who's he fought at 147 pounds? I know who AJ is. AJ was the WBA champion. He was the WBO champion. And he was the IBF. And please don't time that dude out. And he was the IBF champion. Deontay Wilder was the WBC champion. That's how I know who's the best. They had all the fucking belts. Who's the best at 147? I don't know. It's either Errol Spence Jr., Manny Pacquiao, or Terence Crawford. Or, yeah, that's it. Because I think Errol proved he was better than Sean Porter because he won, but it was close. Manny Pacquiao has the WBA belt. Bud ain't fought no fucking body. Bud ain't fought nobody. Dog, old-ass Manny Pacquiao has fought better competition this third go-around at welterweight than Bud has, dude. Bud ain't fought nobody. And one for Jeff Horn? How do I know? But how do I know? How do I know Bud is the best when he fought Jeff Horn, Peg Leg Benavidez, and Amir Khan? He has a belt. Okay, so does Manny Pacquiao. So does Manny Pacquiao. Why can't I get Manny Pacquiao? Why not? How do I know? You say the best fighting the best. How do I know he's the best? He ain't fought nobody. And he got the WBO belt and all, and I don't give a shit what you think. The WBO belt is whatever Bob ordered. He got the whatever Bob ordered belt. Dog, I think Terence Crawford is one of the best fighters. I believe that he's pound for pound the best fighter in the world. I don't know that he's the best welterweight. You guys are jumping to that fucking conclusion based off him not fighting nobody. Come on, man. Manny Pacquiao has fought better competition than Terence Crawford has in welterweight after Manny Pacquiao lost to Jeff Horn. After he lost to Jeff Horn. He fought Lucas Matisse, which is equal to an Amir Khan. He fought Adrian Bronner, which is equal to or better than Peg Leg Benavidez. And he beat Keith Thurman, which is much better than Amir Khan. Come on, man. Let's not be unfair here. Let's not be unfair. You think he's the best. And I can say, I appreciate that you think he's the best, but what have you done for me lately? I can't sing for shit. Hey, KQKC, can you sing that can you please? KQKC. I can't sing. Otherwise, I would do the, what have you done for me lately? What's that, Janet Jackson? Come on, man. Fuck out of here, man. This dude gotta fight somebody, man. He gotta fight somebody. Oh, yeah, he gotta fight somebody. What's going on, Lee Topsy? Jeff Horn is a top 10 welterweight. Really? Is he? Is he? Really? Okay, that's one top 10 welterweight. Okay, that's one top 10 welterweight. One that he had to fight to get the belt. Egis Klimas is up next after Amir Khan and Pegleg Benavidez. Stop, man. Stop. You can't tell. Hey, but thank you for the super chat, my friend from the UK. But come on, man. I'm not saying this shit lightly. We talk to thousands of people every week, dude. I ain't just gonna throw some shit out there that I ain't thought about, okay? Unless it is Meldrick Taylor and when he fought at welterweight, because Junior the Truth got me on that. Trolling you, Fanon. They can troll. It's all right. I don't mind it at all. Fanon, who did Danny beat to deserve a shot at Spence? I don't know. He's a former WBC champion. He's a former. What do you mean, nobody? The same number of people more people than Egis Klimas got to fight Bud. More than Amir Khan. He beat Amir Khan. How about that? How about hey, what's going on, Esco? He beat Amir Khan, didn't he? Did he beat Amir Khan? He beat Adrian Granados. Shit, has Bud beaten anybody better than Adrian Granados? Who is Bud beating at 147 better than Adrian Granados? Shit, what's the difference between Bam Bam Rios and Amir Khan? Man, get out of here, man. Yeah, so what? So is David Benavidez. So is Jose Benavidez. Yeah, by the way, Eric Rios said Granados is a 140-pounder. So is Amir Khan, and so is David Benavidez. They're both 140-pounders, dog. They're both 140-pounders. Bud's only fought one welterweight. At welterweight. Dude, please don't walk into stuff. Bud has fought exactly one welterweight. One. He's only fought one. The only welterweight that Terence Crawford has fought was Jeff Horn. That's it. That's it. Dog, seriously, man, I can go all day with y'all. Seriously. All day. I'm not bragging on Algieri. He beat Algieri before he's a champion. He beat Kell Brook, though. Get out of here. You know that boy ain't fought nobody. You know he ain't fought nobody. So stop, okay? Stop mentioning names. You know that boy ain't fought nobody. Big Dog Willie, I ain't hating. I'm pointing out the facts. What you want me to do? Spence called out Bud before and after he fought Jeff Horn. Man, Spence still said he would fight him. Spence still said after the Thurman fight, he said I would fight Danny Garcia if I can't get the Pacquiao fight or the Crawford fight. But Errol Spence Jr. has been saying he would fight Bud Crawford. Been saying it. But dog, help the brother out. Somebody help the brother out, man. Fight somebody, dog. Hey, man, yeah, the facts are tough. The facts are tough. Look, man, y'all got me in position. You guys see this, but I much prefer this argument. Much prefer this argument to AJ fans because I don't really like AJ fans. Like AJ fans, I don't really like you too much. Okay, I don't really like you. Okay, just being truthful, which I don't really care for you. Okay? Personally, we would not be kicking it, eating fish and chips and shit. Okay, and drinking tea, dog. All right, I'm just not down with y'all like that. Okay. But the Bud fans, I like Bud fans because we'll get along on something else. So this is just kind of fun. But y'all know he ain't fought nobody. So you just keep talking about Errol Spence drinking as if. Jay Cooley said, for non-facts, Bud fans are delusional. I don't know if they're delusional or just a little desperate because Bud ain't giving them nothing, man. First of all, there's not enough of them. And that's why cats be like, Oh man, all these Errol Spence fanboys, and operative word, all of these and fans. Okay? You gotta have fans to have fanboys. Okay? And once you get to a certain number of fans, like the 50,000 that might want to come watch you at Dallas Stadium, or you have enough fans to sell 350,000 pay-per-views back to back. Then, as a result of having all those hundreds of thousands of fans, you might get some fanboys in the mix. Bud only got like 10, 11 fanboys, dog, but they vocal as shit. They are just upset that they're the only ones in the hall. They walk into a big ass room full of people ready to talk shit for their man Bud. Bud don't show up, and they are relegated to a corner, into a corner, and with a whole room of people looking at them, telling them shit they don't want to hear. Like, where's your boy? Especially y'all come to my channel, dog. Especially when y'all come over here, because this is Bud's fan base. This is Bud's fan base over here, man. Everybody loves Bud. Okay, everybody that he's even talking shit about Bud likes Bud. Okay, as a fighter, everybody does. Okay, anybody in here that is talking shit about Errol, talking shit about Bud, know damn well that if Bud was fighting Canelo Alvarez, we'd be rocking with Bud for Canelo Alvarez, okay? That's just the truth, all right? We'd be rooting. We'd be right there behind him. Rah, rah, rah. But here's the thing, dog. This is infighting. This is infighting within the same fight base, dog. This is the infighting. None of y'all matter. See, like, even the volume that we have, like the buzz Spence is getting, is because everybody's sitting there listening to what we are arguing about internally. This is about who is going to be the dominant, who is going to be in the classic welterweight division, who is going to solidify this fan base, dog. And Bud don't want the fan base, dog. And since he doesn't want the fan base, he ain't getting the fan base. And the fan base is getting behind the people that want them. Dog, we ain't no tramp, homie. You don't love me. I don't love you. That's how we roll, okay? I am not your cheap trick, okay? Baby, you don't love me, and she does. Hey, I'm going over there. As much as I think you are a hot chick, I'm not Hey, you don't want me? Fuck it. I'm going over there. I'm not going to keep stewing over you. Bud don't want his fan base. Bomac wants that fan base. Bud don't want that fan base. Top Rank don't want that fan base. HBO didn't want that fan base, man. Y'all know you know the truth. You know the truth. This is an in-house fight, and Bud don't love you. Bud don't love you. Bud don't want you. Bud want to do a haggler and move to Italy and do action-packed movies in Italy. He ain't going back where he came from. As soon as Hagler lost that fight, got robbed or whatever they call it, his ass moved to Italy and came back 3 times since, dog. Ooh-wee, boy. Boy, you know it's true, too, and it ain't feeling good. Brandon Christian said, did you hear the compliment that Teddy Atlas gave to Bud Crawford? I mean, dog, what is he going to say? There's a lot of things. I've heard him talk about him before. There's a lot of things that Bud can do, react something. He gave him a credit. But did you hear the insult? See, Teddy Atlas was talking about Bud vis-a-vis Errol Spence. But what did Teddy Atlas say about Bud and Andre Ward in their dead in their face about Vasily Lomachenko, who ain't done half of what these guys have done as a professional? I don't give a shit about neither one of you. That's the best guy. Come on, man. I don't care what Teddy say. Although Teddy, he knows his boxing, that's for sure. I wouldn't take that away from him. Can't take that away from him. Juniper B said, AJ Wilder is a false comparison. Wilder was the longest reigning champion, as willing to take less than half. He also sent offers. Bud got to take less. Bob, another story. Love your content for now. Thank you, Juniper P. And shout out to y'all. Hey, man. That's just what it is, dog. It's what it is. It's kind of like Nino Brown and Jared Hurd. We told you he was playing defense with his face, okay? We told you he was playing defense with his face. And eventually that was going to get caught. He's going to catch up to it. But let me read this next super chat. Incidentally, completely coincidentally, it's Nino Brown. What's your definition of fighting someone? Is it a resume analysis or something else? Example, guy A beat guy B or guy B beat EFG. Look, man, you know what it means. What you at? Why are you trying to play tricks, Nino? You know what I mean. Fight somebody that is a top fighter. What I mean specifically about Bud is fight Sean Porter, fight Sean Porter or Danny Garcia or Urdanis Ugas or Keith Thurman or Errol Spence or any of those guys will do. Or Sean Porter. That's who I mean. I ain't gonna go do no X8. No. I mean fight Sean Porter or fight Danny Garcia or fight Kell Brook or fight Errol Spence Jr. or fight Manny Pacquiao or fight Keith Thurman or fight any of them. Give me one of them. Some damn body. And I do not, and let me tell you who I do not include in somebody. I do not say go fight Omar Figueroa. Do not go fight Victor Postol rematch. Do not fight Amir Khan. Do not fight Jose Benavidez. Do not fight Egis Kalvanakis. How you like that? I get real specific on what I mean by fight somebody. Fight some damn body. You know, I ain't going for that. Lowest common denominator boxing, home of the U.S. demographic. Bud forgot what happened to one time when he clout chased Paulie. Paulie told him he looked stupid, made him look like he needed Paulie. After that, Thurman stopped calling everyone out and just fought. Hey, that's it. That's about the truth. But Paulie wanted to get work for that, man. Don't worry, Fanon. Postal. Oh, fighting Ramirez next. Oh, okay. Yeah. There you go. I'll take a Jose Ramirez. Or Robert not Robert Gross Guerrero. Okay. Not Robert the Ghost Guerrero. Not Josito Lopez. Okay. Not Josito Lopez. Don't try to dig John Molina up. Try to convince John Molina not to retire. Not them. Not them, Nino. Not them. Yeah, Danny is ranked number 1 by the WBC and number 4 by the WBO, I think. Nah, Danny is ranked very high by the WBC, dude. I'm pretty sure Danny Garcia is number 1 with the WBC. I think he is. But that ain't hard to overcome. We can answer that question real quick. I'm pretty sure Danny Garcia is the number 1 at. I think he is the number 1. Where is this thing at, man? I usually have this one come up. Did I put it up here? Oh, yes. Oh, WBC rankings. I bookmarked it. I acted like I had some sense, did what I was supposed to do. Oh, but I heard y'all say Ali Bashir was rushed back to the hospital. That's real unfortunate, man. But I'm not going to say I'm not going to say too much about that because, quite honestly, I'm sick of y'all. Just straight up. Danny Garcia is ranked number 1 by the WBC. Your Danny Zugas is ranked number 2. Jesse Vargas is number 3. Keith Thurman number 4. Lipinus is number 5. Khan is number 7. Lopez is number 8. Somebody whose name I can't pronounce is number 6. Danny Garcia is ranked number 1 by the WBC. Close losses don't make you great. Who are you talking about? Dark Truth, seriously, Fanai, can Porter Crawford really be made? I feel it is too close to September 8th bout for him. By December, maybe not. Maybe in January. Let me see. October, November, December. Yeah, that might be a little tight. But if they push it back to January, they could. Shit, put them on the undercard of the pay-per-view. That shit would be the shit. Okay? How about that? How about Bob Arum strike a deal with Al Heyman and make the main event Errol Spence Jr. versus Danny Garcia, and the second fight be Sean Porter versus Terence Crawford. That shit would do 700,000 pay-per-views. Co-main, however you want to say it. Penultimate, whatever you want to say. How is he number 1? They ranked him. It's the ranking systems. They put whoever the fuck they want to put. He's a former champion. Oh, and he was a mandatory. He was the second mandatory for Thurman. He was the second mandatory for Thurman, I do believe. Yeah, a whole million. Yeah, do it like that, dog. What's going on, Brian Pinson? Do it like that. I mean, egos wouldn't allow it, but the money would. That shit would be a huge fight, dog. That would be bump. Exactly, like my man said. DB Monster Track. That shit would be crazy. Man, that shit would be crazy. Having a tournament like that. Hey, do that. By the way, shout out to Clarissa Shields. Clarissa Shields, I know some of y'all and Clarissa Shields' team be in this mug listening. So, hey man, that was a young lady. That was real stand-up to go see Ali Bashir, to talk to him and squash that and let him know that all of that. That was stand-up by Clarissa Shields. Very impressive thing to do. Who is a better resume at 147? Danny or Bud? Danny. Danny does. Danny. He's fought better competition, or maybe what and what. I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. Danny Garcia's beaten Adrian Granados. Danny Garcia beat Bam Bam Rios. He won the WBC belt. I don't know who he won the WBC belt against, but he did lose to Keith Thurman, and he could put up a real good fight with Keith Thurman. They had a close fight with Sean Porter. Danny Garcia's fought better competition than 147. He's had a rougher road at 147. You know what I mean? I ain't giving you nothing today. I ain't giving you nothing. You ain't even going, oh, he beat Guerrero. Hey, he beat Robert the Ghost Guerrero for the belt. Yeah, that's so Danny. Danny beat Robert the Ghost Guerrero. That's as good a win as Terence Crawford has. Him, between Guerrero and Adrian Granados, he's what and what for Bud. Bud just ain't fought the guys that can beat him. Robert Guerrero was trash, just like Amir Khan and just like Peg Leg Benavidez. And Jeff Horn too. Yes, Jeff Horn did beat Manny. He lucked up once, and that was it. Shit. Guess who else beat Manny? Eric Morales beat Manny. Didn't he? Didn't Juan Manuel Marquez knock out Manny Pacquiao? Remember him taking that plunge on his face? Boop, boop, boop. You remember that? Yeah, it was a win for Eric Morales over Manny Pacquiao too. Dog, Manny Pacquiao been knocked out at 4 different weight classes, homie. Okay? Manny Pacquiao's a tough out. But Manny Pacquiao, come on, man. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. You can't do it with me. You can't do it with me. You know he took that plunge, dog. You know Manny took that plunge, homie. You know he did. For now, do you think that Bud went to Top Rank because of easier fights? Nah, my personal belief, pure speculation, is that Bomac took him there. That's who I think signed it. Because Bomac said on Trill that he negotiated the contract. Did he sit down with them and talk to him? And Bud trusts Bomac. That's who I think signed him there. I think Bomac signed him there. Because, hey, man, a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. A bird in the hand worth 2 in the bush. And beat that mug that Pac lost to in spectacular performance. Yeah, what? Bud had a spectacular performance against Jeff Horn. Are you serious? Come on, man. He won the fight. Come on, man. He won the fight. He knocked the guy out. Spectacular. The guy was knocked out on his feet. It's a good fight. He beat the guy. He beat him. There's nothing spectacular about that, dog. He beat him handily. Similar to Jose Benavidez. Yes, the spectacular moment in that fight with Jose Benavidez was that uppercut that knocked him out. Other than that, dog, even Jose Benavidez was not a spectacular performance. Was not spectacular, dude. Okay? It wasn't. Yeah, he knocked him out, and yeah. Spectacular, though? Spectacular? You gonna use the word spectacular about that fight? How many times have you watched that fight? How many times have you gone back and watched that fight, dog? Extravagant, Fanon. Oh, it was miraculous. That shit was incredible. Come on, man. He won the fight. There wasn't nothing spectacular about them damn fights, dog. Khan, yeah. Khan, hitting Khan in the nuts was spectacular, dog. Why am I hating? I ain't hating. Why you paying to hate? You think that shit was Brandon Christian? You think that was a spectacular fight? Was Errol Spence Jr.'s performance against Mikey Garcia spectacular? My answer is no. It was one-sided domination, but spectacular? I would not call that shit spectacular, okay? Can you please save words like that for fights that are spectacular, okay? What were spectacular performances, okay? Muhammad Ali versus Cleveland Williams, spectacular. That shit was like, what fucking planet is this guy on? What planet is this guy from? Okay, no, that's spectacular. Mike Tyson, Trevor Berbick, spectacular. Mike Tyson, Trevor Berbick, spectacular. Okay, that was spectacular. That was like Mike Tyson, Michael Spinks, spectacular. Floyd Gotti, spectacular. That shit was spectacular. You can't, no, man, that shit against with Floyd and Gotti was like, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. No, not even GGG's fight was spectacular. Yeah, correct. Now, yeah, Corrales Castillo, that was a spectacular knockout. That was. Come on, man. Spectacular? No. Good fight? Yes. Good fight? Yes. He dominated the fight? Yes. No doubt about it. Dog, you gotta put some fucking draws on that word spectacular, okay? You mean y'all go too far with that shit. Nino Brown said if EJ go to 154 in his first title fight and beat Munguia the way Bud beat Jeff is very, very impressive. If ands and buts were candy and nuts, oh, what a fucking party we'd have, dog. Okay? Bud ain't fighting Jaime Munguia at 160 because Jaime Munguia is a fucking 168 pounder. Okay? Get out of here, man. Jaime Munguia and Jeff Horn. Okay. But okay, yeah. He would. If he jumps up to 154 and beats Jaime Munguia, okay. Now, don't hold your breath on waiting for that shit to happen, dog. Okay? Jaime Munguia is a better fighter than Jeff Horn is, dude. Okay? I will tell you some shit about that I ain't that high on Jaime Munguia, but dog, come on, man. Jeff Horn is not Jaime Munguia, dude. Jeff Horn is not throwing them type of bombs. He ain't nearly the fucking type of risk Jaime Munguia is for Errol Spence. If Terence Crawford had next, then Jeff Horn can't punch. Jeff Horn ain't trying to take nobody's fucking head off. Jaime Munguia is trying to decapitate fools. His boxing skills ain't the best, But dude, talent-wise, Jaime McGee is way better than Jeff Horn, man. Come on, man. Come on, Nino. Come on, Nino. Drink more water. Where'd Drink More Water go? He said, who Porter beat? Nobody. Who Horn beat? Manny. Beat the man who beat the man. Man want to beat man. Blah, 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 blah. He beat Danny Garcia is who he beat. He beat Paulie Malignaggi. He beat Adrian Bronner. He beat Andre Berto. Okay? That's who he beat. He beat Ordenis Ugas. I can't even believe that. Drink More Water. So y'all be making me think. But you be making me, hey, I'm not hating on Bud. I'm hating on Bud fans, dog. That's my passion. Dog, it's fun for me, Big Dog Willie. You know it's fun for me. I'm petty when it comes to this with y'all Bud fans, okay? Because y'all start shit like what Drink More Water just tried to pull. He beat Ordenis Ugas. He beat Ordenis Ugas. He beat Andre Berto. He beat Adrian Bronner. He beat Paulie Malignaggi. He won a welterweight. He beat Danny Garcia. Come on, man. Danny Garcia and Ordenis Ugas back to back? Are you serious? See? Come on, man. Come on, man. He beat Danny Garcia and Ordenis Ugas back to back. Danny Garcia and Ordenis Ugas are better than anybody at that weight class or anybody, period, that Bud Crawford has beat, dog. Come on, man. Come on, man. And I ain't hating. I'm telling the truth. Y'all just don't like that. Y'all don't like that truth. Loma beating. Oh, hey, Cypher Supreme said Salido beating Lomachenko was spectacular. Oh, it was spectacularly fun. Rigondeaux beating Nonito Donaire. Spectacular. That shit was spectacular. Guillermo Rigondeaux, Nonito Donaire. The fight that got him blackballed. Spectacular. Spectacular fight. What's good, Ricky Williams? I'm chilling, you know. I hope Loma don't get undisputed. He will. How does Bud keep getting to skip the line, Nino? Oh, because it's the WBO. It's his belt. They handed him that belt. They know what they was doing, dog. Ugas versus Crawford is a good fight. Yeah, fight Ordenis Ugas. Pull your panties up and sign the contract. Pull your panties up. Pull your panties up. And fight Ordenis Ugas. Okay? See, I should. I have Buzz people looking. If I would have said what I was just about to say, I would have Buzz people looking for me. For now, why won't Bud fight Porter, Danny Garcia, or Ugas? Because he's a prima donna. Because he's a prima donna that does not have to fight those guys. He gets to walk straight to the top. He gets to fight straight to the top. Nino Brown Boxing says Ugas beats Crawford. Oh, but Bud is a prima donna, dog. That's that attitude. What did he say to Town Biz? Call my press guy. That's a prima donna, dog. That's a prima donna. But it is what it is. I mean, hey, man, the guy can fight very, very well. No, dude, Ordenis Ugas and Crawford be a great fight. He's not going to fight him, though. He's not going to fight him. And y'all ain't even going to ask him to fight him. Elvis Hansen, Fanon, you think Danny would have beaten the Iceman at 140? Not saying he's ducking him. Who's the Iceman? Who's the Iceman at 140? Who's the Iceman? Who's the Iceman? Is that Postal? Oh, Postal? Yeah, I think he beat Postal. Who the fuck is Postal, man? Danny Garcia couldn't make the weight, man. That's what I think happened. He started fighting it in between weights. He couldn't make the weight. You see, Danny Garcia is bigger. Danny Garcia is bigger than Sean Porter, man. Danny Garcia was probably at that weight class too long, man. That's what I think. But yeah, I think he beat Postal. The dude was just couldn't stay at the weight class anymore. Hey, man, get up off Danny, man. Fight Danny. You can't fight Danny. Errol's fighting Danny. Errol taking that money. Errol taking that money. What's going on, Eddie Cheese? It's always suspect when somebody says, as a Spence fan. And all I read was, as a Spence fan. Let's see how this goes. As a Spence fan, I'm enjoying watching my guy fight competition while Bud fans get to watch him fight the Mean Machine. Yeah, okay. That one went well. Usually, whenever I hear as an Errol Spence fan, they wind up hating. You know what? I got to stop saying hating. They express their opinion in a manner which sounds as if there might be some ulterior motive to their complaints. What's good, Philip Wright? Yeah, man. And honestly, man, I want to see him fight somebody, dog. Give me more than one fight. Okay. Now, look, we talk about the what happened with Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, right? How it took so long for the fight to happen. You say you almost fell for the pump fake. Yeah, I did. I almost fell for that. But at least we got fights, right? We waited for years for that fight between Errol for Floyd to fight Manny. But guess what we got while we were waiting? We got to see Manny Cotto. We saw Manny Oscar De La Hoya. We saw Manny Hatton. We saw Manny Pacquiao. We saw 4 fights with Juan Manuel Marquez. We saw all kind of fights out of Manny Pacquiao, dude. We saw a bunch of fights from Floyd Mayweather Jr. too. We saw we saw a bunch of fights from Floyd Mayweather Jr. too while we're waiting on it. This side of it, dog, only one person's fighting anybody. That's it. You got to fight somebody, man. How many more fights, though? Let me ask you a question. Oh, Bud fans. Other than Errol Spence Jr., and this is for all y'all. By the way, you know damn well you're not getting this question when I ask it. Who besides Errol Spence Jr. should Terence Crawford have to fight? Who? Mikey Garcia, Porter. Nobody. I'm saying, who should he fight? There you go. Ugas, Pacquiao, Gainiger. Yeah, let them. Exactly. He should be fighting all the people that the PBC is already fighting. He's fighting all the people that the PBC are already fighting. These guys are already fighting each other. That's my point. That was my point. Everybody that Terence Crawford needs to fight and should fight is with the PBC, and he ain't trying to fight none of them. Yeah, and that's the question. How many of these guys, other than Errol Spence, is Bud even trying to fight? Not right, Jen Mindy. Sean Porter said he would fight him. Sean Porter said he'd fight him. Sean Porter said he'd fight him. And I'm not even asking you. I'm asking you who he has tried to fight. Right? Don't try to jump off no shit. That's changing the question, by the way. I didn't ask who's trying to fight him. I'm asking who is he trying to fight? Don't try to get cute and change it up and say, oh, well, nobody wants to fight him. That's not my question. My question is, who have you heard Bud trying to fight? Other than Errol Spence Jr., who has Bud said he wanted to fight? Other than Errol Spence Jr., who has he said he's trying to fight? Nobody. Who sings that song? What's that song? Who sings that girl? Nobody. Is that Keith Sweat? Nobody. That's Keith Sweat. That's Keith Sweat. Singing like Keith Sweat. Nobody. You know that. Nobody. He keeps sweating everybody. Nobody. Whoever my fighter, whoever my guy gives me, that's who I want to fight. Dog, Bud call somebody out and get a fight. You got come on, man. Come on, man. Should have get off the pot, homie. Should have get off the pot, Holmes. Okay? Give me something other than that. Give me something, but somebody, who else? If that don't work, what else you gonna do? Spence, somebody other than Spence. See, you just want to put Bud on Spence. That's it. You just want to put Bud on Spence. That's who you want to sick. I don't like him. I don't like that all y'all like him. We gonna sick Bud on him. Well, who is Bud gonna fight if he doesn't get the fight? I don't care. Bud can fight whoever Bud wants to fight. And if Errol fights anybody other than Bud, then Errol's ducking. That's what you do. That's what you're doing. I don't care who Bud fights. And Errol Spence can't fight nobody but Bud. Bud can fight whoever he wants to fight. I ain't putting no pressure on that. He can fight Green Bean. He can fight Butternut Squash, Peg Leg Benavidez, Hopeless Jeff Horn. Anybody you cool with all that. Because you ain't no Bud fans. Most of y'all ain't really Bud fans. You reformed Keith Thurman. Ponytail let you down. We know what happened. Ponytail let you down. Like my man up in here, Nino Brown. Nino Brown really is he's just a disgruntled J-Rock fan. Hey, you know that's right. You know that's right. Drink more water. Not drink more water. You know my man Nino Brown just a disgruntled. He's just disgruntled in the DMV. Dog, you need to change your name to disgruntled in the DMV. Because you know you just hot, dog. You know you just mad that Jared Hurd left, and you trying to wait for Bud. You waiting for Errol to follow suit. Waiting for Errol to follow suit, dog. That is what they are. They're reformed Keith Thurman fans, dude. Because they were so pissed off because Keith Thurman was ducking so much, and people were on top of Keith Thurman for ducking until he ducked his ass all the way out of boxing and then popped his head up for a payday and then dropped his ass back out. Now, and they had to eat all that for years. They had to take it. Okay? You had to take it. Okay? Cat just walking up to you, snatching money out your pocket, bully. That's what we got us. Hey, now let me talk to you Errol Spence Jr. fans, okay? Y'all got to take some responsibility in this. Because when Keith was ducking Errol, you was just walking up like a bully. Just calling Keith Thurman all kind of hoes and ponytails and elder barges and saying he's faking car crashes and turning in false insurance claims, all kind of shit. Y'all would just grab a Keith Thurman fan by the ponytail and rub his face in the dirt. And then they could fight for a little while. And then eventually when their boy ran away, ran to the mountains of the mountains of Nepal. When he ran to the mountains of Nepal and hid with that beautiful ass wife playing the flute and shit, y'all couldn't do nothing. Errol knocked out Kell Brook. You're like, damn, we thought he was gonna lose there. Then his numbers do well. He gets on beats meets Mikey Garcia, all that. But now you got your ponytail point 2, ponytail 2.0, Bud Crawford. And I said ponytail 2.0. He doesn't have the ponytail. He's a better fighter, and he has a lot of championships. But he's hiding behind paperwork and talking shit. Hiding behind paperwork and talking shit. Bud is getting pimped by, man, Errol, dude, look, man, y'all got to come on with this dude. Bud signed with him, and I don't agree. I'm going to say something for real. Now, look, man, I be half joking. 80% joking. Oh, 20% joking, 80% dead truth. But, dude, I ain't never been anybody that gave Bud any slack. I ain't cut him no slack for re-signing with Top Rank. Because when he signed with Top Rank, dude, I knew this shit was going to happen. And Bud knew this shit was going to happen. And y'all knew it was going to happen. He decided to sign somewhere where none of the fighters were, dude. Come on, man. That's like you want to play for a high school team, you transfer and get pissed off at the coach because you can't start. No. Everybody's over here playing. This is the school. Everybody's over here. You can't get pissed off, dog. Okay? You can't get pissed off. You chose not to go to the school. What do you mean he won't let you play? You don't go to the school. Nah, he need to let me in. I got a special administrative writ from the state that says because I go to a charter school and ain't no team in my charter school, that they need to let me in to play on the team. And they're like, nah, dog. I ain't doing it. But that's Bob Arum. That might be Al Heyman and the guys around Errol Spence that don't want to make it happen. I don't know. That's not how boxing works. That's an excuse. That is exactly how boxing works. That is exactly how boxing works, dude. How do you think Jeff Horn got the fight with Manny Pacquiao, man? That is exactly how boxing works. And you know that's how boxing works. It's called in-house fights. When was the last time? What happened when Manny Pacquiao, what did Jeff Horn have to do to fight Manny Pacquiao? He had to sign a 2-fight option with Bob Arum and Top Rank. What happened right after that? He fought another Top Rank fighter. How many guys has Bud fought at welterweight that was not signed by Top Rank? Amir Khan, that's it. He's getting the next guy he's fighting is another Top Rank fighter. Egis Klimas or Egis Kalvanakis is a Top Rank fighter. Amir Khan was dead in the water. But that's it. Everybody else that Bud has fought at welterweight is a Top Rank fighter. It's called an in-house fight, man. They control both sides of it. That's exactly how boxing works. That's when Oscar De La Hoya said, if I had both of these fighters, we can make the fight. If I had both of these fighters, we can make the fight. No, that's been how boxing works. It's an in-house fight. Top Rank specializes in in-house fights. Look at their card. Their cards, not exclusively, but in large part, are one Top Rank fighter fighting another Top Rank fighter. Look what they got going on in lightweight. The only guy that is not wrapped up by Top Rank right now, I think, is Devin Haney. Everything else, they're in-house fights, unless it's a mismatch, like Lomachenko Campbell. Unless it's a mismatch. They're not making no close fights that ain't in-house. Because if your guy loses, your ass out. They only accept outside fights they can win. Yeah, pretty much. But look, man, this has been a lot of fun. I appreciate nobody threatening me today. That's a lot more fun. I appreciate what's going on. Oh, Fahim Satur said it's called strategic ducking. Hey, it is. It's in-house fights, man. Look at come on, man. Look at the fight cards. Look at the fight cards and see who the fighters are signed with. They all are going to fight the same group of people, man. Eddie Hearn over there in the heavyweight division keeps having the same fighters fight the same fighters. Look at this. Who just replaced was it Joseph Parker in the Derek Chisora fight? Price, right? Who did Price fight before that? Povetkin. Who did Povetkin fight? Who's Povetkin supposed to fight next? Who's Povetkin fighting? Like some other matchroom fighter. Dillian White is going to fight Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora fought Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker fought Anthony Joshua. These guys are all in the same boat. That's who exactly Alexander Usyk is going to fight. Alexander Usyk is going to fight probably Povetkin, or he'll then move over there to fight David Price. And maybe he'll fight Derek Chisora. They all fight in the same loop, man. The only time people seem to have an issue with it, certain people, is if it's a PBC fighting in a loop. But in the welterweight division, they have the whole damn loop. That's what's happening over there at 160 pounds with DAZN. They got the loop. And the odd man out is Jamal Charlo. If Jamal Charlo can go over there and fight for one fight deal, that makes sense for him, so he can get a shot at unifying the belt. This is not rocket science, and it is factually how boxing works. It's predictable, it's repeatable, it will happen. Be around in 10 years, it will be happening the same way. Because promoters want to get paid on both sides of that equation. They want to get paid. They pay going and coming. Either way it works, Bob Arum is walking out the ring with the winner, right? If Lomachenko, in the fight between Richard Comey at lightweight, the IBF lightweight champion, and Teofimo Lopez, who's the challenger for that title, either way it goes, whether Teofimo Lopez wins or whether Richard Comey wins, Bob Arum is walking out the ring with the winner. For sure. He's walking out with the winner because he represents both guys. If Terence Crawford fights Errol Spence Jr., that's not the case. It's not the case. Same thing happened over here with Al Heyman, with Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman, and Sean Porter and Errol Spence. Either way it goes, Al Heyman and the PBC are representing the winner. It's a win-win from them. It's a win-win for the promoter. And the promoter's not just going to, for no reason, enter into a win-lose type of scenario unless there's so much money in it that it becomes so lucrative that it's a win-win. They're not going to do that. That's why Bob Arum doesn't even have certain fighters fight for belts until he knows they can win. Because the dude he ain't gambling if he ain't got to. Especially when you have all the power to fix the decks. You telling me that you're going to get it, if you think of a game, a boxing card is a game of cards, and you have the ability to lay down the cards, you get to pick the cards you want, and you can put out a royal flush and play it. What do you think you're going to do? Just grab a pair of twos and whatever the fuck you pull out? No. You're going to set them cards up the way you want them. Full house. Don't matter what anybody else gets, I win. That's how it goes. That's how it goes with Top Rank. That's how it would go with Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy it's how they do it. And also, don't be surprised when you see cards where you have 116, 111, 115, 116, 111, 111, and it switches to 115, 111 for the other guy, and then the other one is 116, 111. That shit happens all the time when scorecards are like that, often depending upon the political makeup of the fight, which is how I don't even get sometimes how cats don't see that the decisions are going to turn out a certain way. And it doesn't necessarily have to be one judge. Anyway, you can't pick and choose. It's not a buffet. Hey, man, them dudes do pick and choose. But it is what it is. Look, man, go check out my man KQKC Boxing coming up next. I appreciate everybody coming by the chat. Thank you very, very much. Much love to everybody in the super chat. Everybody that supports, definitely make sure you guys be back tomorrow. We'll be chopping it up. And by the way, man, I just want to let you know that LDBC be running shit. Y'all might not have noticed something that went on today, but the LDBC be running shit. Running it. It's tough to do that too. It's tough. It's tough to do it. Anyway, they didn't answer that. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Anyway, it is what it is. He said, "We know, brother. Yeah, it's not easy to do that, man. It ain't easy to do that. Anyway, it is what it is. Much love, and we out. Exactly, Sonata Media. So keep on supporting, man, and we keep giving you that great content. Shout out to the LDBC, and with that, go to my man KQKC coming up next. Peace."